wrapping up my reviews of the DC Universe Wave 4. Today we're looking at the Collect and Connect Despero. Now, I didn't do this with the other Collect and Connect figures. Kind of wish I had. Backstory on Despero. The first appearance is Justice League number 1, October 1960. He's right from the beginning, guys. This wasn't a character that came later on. Despero came right from the beginning. Place of origin, Kalanor. His place of origin. Team affiliations, he's been in several team affiliations, including the Injustice League, Secret Society of Supervillains, and Team Stealers. Or Time Stealers. Time Stealers. His abilities: superhuman strength, speed, stamina, intelligence, and flight. Vast sonic powers including telepathy, telekinesis, hypnotism, and teleportation. Always one of my favorite of the villains from Justice League. I always like the look of Despero. Always loved the third eye and the fin. As well, the fact that he's purple, or he's kind of like that pinky purple colored. He was always a cool looking character, and I was very happy that they decided to make him a Collect and Connect figure. The Despero does share, I think as I mentioned before, does share a lot of the body of the Comic-Con exclusive Lobo. And unfortunately I don't have the Lobo in front here that I can do a comparison of the two. But he does share, I believe, the torso and the upper torso and lower torso of Lobo, aside from a few tweaks here and there. As well, Despero has the shoulder armor that I don't believe Lobo had. No, Lobo didn't have that. Sharing as well, they both have these same accessories. Both the handgun, as you can see here, as well as the much larger rifle. And Lobo has his silver. Despero has his in gold. I don't know if I would... I think I would probably prefer this... I don't know if... I'm trying to remember what I said with Lobo, but I think I like this more... I think I like this more with Lobo than I do with Despero. The one thing about Despero, at least, is that you can take his gun, and his rifle at least, and you can clip it in his back. And get it in a right way here that you can... There you go. And you can have him holding the rifle. So necessarily, if you don't want the figure holding his gun, you can certainly have it at the top there as well. But he also does come, like I said, with a little handgun as well. We'll put the accessories aside. Actually, we'll put his gun back in his holster, which you can see here. A very nice looking figure. Definitely a nice looking figure. The paint is really nice. It's really clean as well. Nice use of the gold along with that, like that pink purple color. And he's got the detailing all in his boots, detailing in his gauntlets and everything else. In the way of his articulation, Despero has articulation in his head. Now there is nothing interfering with Despero's head, so I mean you can get lots of movement in his head. He has the articulation in the shoulder, and see, there goes my arm coming out again. He has articulation in the shoulder. This shoulder will go out quite easily. This one, I think if you watch my review of Cyborg, you know that I've had a little problem with that arm. But he does rotate the bicep, he does bend at the elbow, and he also does rotate at the wrist. He bends at the torso, mid-torso. You can rotate at the waist, you can bend the leg in and out, back and forth, rotate the thigh, bend at the knee, and bend at the foot. Now, I would give this figure, as much as I like Despero, the figure I like, don't get me wrong, I do like the figure. I almost feel like it could be a little nicer though, and I'm probably just being hard on the figure, but I'd give this figure a good 7. It is a nice looking figure. Overall, this wave, Wave 4, was a pretty solid wave. My personal figures that I liked out of the entire wave, the Captain Atom, the Wonder Woman, certainly the Ares. The Ares was fantastic. and the Batman Beyond. The Batman Beyond turned out to be not as bad of an issue as I thought it was going to be, because, like I said, I've watched several reviews where the parts of Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis, have popped out, bad paint application, but mine seemed to hold out pretty good. So overall, what would I rate this wave? This wave, I would probably rate a good 8. Will it? I know I originally said that DC Universe Wave 2 was probably the strongest wave. I think now that I look back on it, I think probably Wave 3. Wave 3 was still a really solid wave. Wave 4, looking at the back of the card here, Wave 4 actually was pretty good as well. Whether I like it more than Wave 4, I really don't know. Maybe I'll rely on you guys down below to comment. Tell me what you guys like more. Do you guys like Wave 4 more, or do you like Wave 3? At any rate, though, a really decent figure. That was a toy spot. Move it down here. That was a toy spot on the Collect and Connect Despero, including rifle and handgun, and a very nice looking figure. I hope you guys enjoyed my reviews of the DC Universe Wave 4. Stay tuned for many more reviews to come. Please rate, subscribe if you can. And until then, I'll see you guys at the next spot. Later.